one box of inventions. All nice in there. We'll go through these sometime. The first ever Zoetrope with the Marshmallow Men. I don't know if I have a video of that running. I need to run that on the turntable and strobe light to demo that. And there's more prototypes back in here. Paintings here. Baseball paintings rolled up here. Sculpture. These are my shelves for supplies. And in case of fire, most of this is just extra parts and supplies and whatnot. But in case of fire, I have this shelf is full of prototypes. This shelf has prototypes, photographs, videos, archives, millions of things. For example, here's a great prototype. I made this prototype at home during the time that I worked with my brother at the lab. From 1978 to 1981 about, he had a patient that was a quadriplegic, had a keyboard he could use, but he had trouble holding the shift key for the uppercase. Not just a caps lock, but when you wanted special characters. So I wanted something to hold the key down. And this is missing. There was a small pencil-sized dowel that went in that hole, and I think I had a pencil eraser on the end of it. And let me find the ball bearing that fits in here. I think the ball bearing is inside this miscellaneous box. It says magnets. I think it's in here. Pick up the lid. Lo and behold, there is my ball bearing pinball. That goes in here, I believe. It doesn't go there, it goes here because that's the keeper. There it goes, it's in now. This wrangled up like this, bend it out of the way. It's just got nails in it. All he had to do was, he's got a mouth stick, and he press down on here. That would hold the key. You come over here, and it would take it off. Crude but effective. He was a quadriplegic, one of the patients, I think. He was also our pastor's son. I went to see him for 3 different things that I used to go out to their house. One was he had a telescoping mouse stick with tongue controls in it, and sometimes that would have trouble, and I'd go fix that for him. With the mouse stick, he used to make paintings, and because I worked at the art center at the time, I was an instructor at the art center, so I was sent by the art center to go again to the pastor's son to help him with painting and whatnot, so I helped him with that. On a 3rd occasion, when I worked at Advanced Learning Systems, which was a tutoring center, they had computers. I taught some really simple basic computer programming. So the same patient, the pastor's son, his name's Mark, also had a very early computer, maybe a Radio Shack or something, and I would go to his house and teach him some programming. I think he wanted to keep statistics on Brown's football or something like that. He was about 4 years older than me, and he has passed away, oh gosh, maybe at least more than a decade or more ago. So this was an interesting quick project for holding the shift key down on his keyboard. Now if I'm good, I'll take the ball back out, put it back in the box where it belongs so it can be found again by me. This goes back up on the shelf. There is a slight sense of order to my life, as light as it is. There's a couple pieces of the canvas sphere right there, and this box right here, I built that cardboard box. It's a triangular box that holds all the pieces of the canvas here, and I designed it kind of like a McDonald's French fry box. It's just got other crap stacked up on top of it. We're running out of space. Put these boxes back up where they belong. Ooh. What I should do is get the pinball back out and build the magnetic octahedron again. It's kind of a cool thing. We'll check on that in a bit. This sad puppy, I think it sat on the floor in the workroom at my mom's house, which I believe it's been underwater several times in a flood. But there it exists like an old crate. And it's about as basic as construction as I could come up with at the time. I had to make a rapid prototype. Still works pretty well. Good, robust prototype.